Good morning and welcome back to my channel, everyone. I hope you're having a fabulous day. I get asked a lot of questions about my workout routine and what I eat in a typical day, if I'm on a diet, if I'm, on any kind of meal plan, and the answer is no. I just kind of go to the beat of my own drum on what I have learned through the past few years of what works with my body and my diet and what doesn't. So I do want to put that disclaimer out there that although this works for me, this may not necessarily work for everybody else. But if it does, then yay! Work starts at 9. It's a little past 8, so let's head over to the kitchen and make some breakfast. Well, I'm kind of like an OCD person, and I think it's because of my ADHD and that I have to be like on a very strict routine. So immediately every day, as soon as I come into the kitchen, I get my vitamins ready. So okay, so here's what I take. I take vitamin C. I take a multivitamin by Centrum. And I take flaxseed oil. This is good for your heart health. And like I said, because I have ADHD and I just have like naturally a high heart rate, it doesn't have to take any extra preventative measures. So one of each. And I've been taking vitamin C even before the pandemic. It's just, you never know what you're gonna find when you're out in the workforce and stuff. People don't always wash their hands. You just always want to protect yourself. Now, with my vitamins, I will drink a large glass of lemon water with some collagen powder, mainly just because the lemon, so it's good for your gut health. So, duh. And the collagen powder just because, it's good for your hair and your skin. And the dirty 30 is approaching, so I'm taking every precaution that I possibly can take. The thing about this collagen powder is that you can buy it like practically anywhere. You can buy collagen powder at Target or Whole Foods or even at Publix, I think. So that's the best thing about it. It's very accessible and it's not that expensive either. And this lemon juice actually I got at BJ's. It's really great because it's a little goes a long way and it will last you a really long time. If you guys saw my vlog from getting ready for Halloween for that party that I had with my friends, that's where I bought this from, and this is the second bottle. And yeah, I think it comes in a 2-pack for $24 at BJ's. So, all right, let's take the vitamins. Oh, I am spilling. Ooh, party foul. I put too much water. Alright, let's head on to breakfast. I always try to incorporate eggs into my breakfast, and today I'm going to do egg whites just because the avocados that I bought are not ripe enough for breakfast today. So I buy my egg whites already pre-made just because it's a time saver and just because it will save you money instead of having to buy a giant carton of eggs every week. And I always spray my pan with Pam just because it's 0 calories and it's just a little non-stick, it's non-stick. Then I'm gonna do half a cup of the egg whites, and that is equivalent to 3 egg whites. All the measurements can be found on the back of the bottle, so it's not like I just knew that off the top of my head. I don't do too much seasoning just because a lot of seasoning carries a lot of salt. Salt is not something you really want to over season your food with, but it is, vital to keeping balance in your food. In your diet, I mean. So I recently got garlic salt from Trader Joe's. This is great because I love garlic. It's great for your immune system and it tastes great. So, just gonna do a little sprinkle. That's it. And while the eggs are cooking, let me get a little coffee put together. I get the iced coffee from Starbucks, but you can buy it at Publix. And it's medium roast, unsweetened, just because a lot of that stuff that has sugars and stuff already in it. It's just, it's not good for your diet. I get a small cup, well, coffee mug with some ice. I pour it like 3/4 of the way. And then I top it off with unsweetened almond milk. I'm gonna add just a little bit of that. And then I've recently found on Amazon Prime, because I love straws, usable like rubber straws, but they're the small ones. So they fit like in a coffee mug. I don't know, I just don't like the feeling of ice like slapping me back in the face when I drink something. Alrighty, eggs are done. And then I will always include a fruit. So today I have some leftover raspberries. Really not enough. So let's see what else we got. And I also have some blueberries. So I'll just incorporate that. So yeah, this is my typical breakfast. I will usually sometimes do on a weekday, if I'm taking a rest day from the gym, I will have kind of like a cheat breakfast. So I'll do maybe some protein pancakes or protein waffles, but at the same time still make it healthy enough. So in the sense of instead of using regular milk, I'll use almond milk in the mixture. And I won't add any sugar or anything like that, but a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Just because it's very strong, so a little goes a long way, and it's good for if you want something sweet. But cover your pancakes in as much fruit as you possibly can. And you really don't need that much syrup. I just live for sugar sometimes. Of course though, on the weekends, if you're gonna go out to brunch, don't limit yourself. Don't be that person that gets the egg whites while everyone else is ordering the amazing egg benedict. Dieting and eating right is all about balance. So, work hard during the weekdays so that maybe on the weekend you can do maybe more than just one cheat meal. But remember, it's a cheat meal, not a cheat day. And that's something that I learned the hard way when I first started on my fitness journey. Right, let's go clock in and I'll see you guys for lunch. Whew. It is hot, I can't do this. Ugh. This house is bipolar. So today I am making a Thai basil ground turkey meal prep bowl kind of thing. I don't really know what to call it, but in this bowl, you've got yellow peppers and red peppers, some shallots, obviously basil. I'm gonna add in some green onions. I have these left over from the other day, and some lime. Oh, and the oven is ready. Because I am also going to be making oven-baked hard-boiled eggs. Like, they're not really hard-boiled because you're baking them in the oven. There's a difference, obviously, but I don't know. It's the same consistency. I just like my eggs baked in the oven instead of hard-boiled. I don't know, that's just my personal preference. So, let's start chopping the veggies. They've already been washed, but let's start chopping because then we gotta start to cook. So I've got the peppers back on the stovetop cooking now. I seasoned them with a little bit of this Trader Joe's lemon pepper just to start getting the acid and stuff flavored in. So yeah, now I'm just gonna finish chopping up the shallots, and then we can take the ground turkey out of the microwave because I had it defrosting. And I only used half of each pepper just because I'm only using half a pack of ground turkey. All right, now let's chop the shallot. Oh my god, my eyes, because this is like an onion. Oh my god, this is so potent. Okay, but it tastes so good. Alright, these have been sauteing for a little bit now. I'm just gonna add in the shallots. We're gonna get this going. I'm going to turn up the heat just a little bit. Now that the veggies are sauteed, I'm going to take my ground beef that has defrosted because some of these packs are a little too big sometimes. So I really cook half. Push out. Now I'm just gonna season it with a little bit of garlic salt, a little bit of onion powder. I'll do a touch of oregano. And then slowly but surely I'm gonna mix in the veggies. That those flavors start to mesh. I'm also going to go ahead in now and I'm going to add my basil. You just want to like just take pieces and just rip it. Still kind of wet. So while that is still slowly cooking, because I left it on low, just to get everything meshed together, I'm gonna make the oven baked eggs. I'm gonna grab a muffin tin with some Pam, spray it over the sink so you don't want to slip. You lightly spray it. And then I'm gonna make, well, at least the yolk didn't break. 3 eggs. Or however many you want for your meal prep. So these are cage-free organic eggs. But I'm gonna pop this in the oven for 14 to 17 minutes, depending on how runny the yolk is. I personally don't like it to be runny or too thick. I like it in that happy medium. So I'm gonna go with putting them in at around like 15 minutes and then just eyeballing them. So I'm back to the meat. I've turned off the stovetop, but I'm keeping the pan over the burner just so that it still gets like a little bit of a slow cook while the eggs are cooking. And then I'm going to mix in now some green onions. I've got roughly, I have like probably about like a 1/4 cup here. I don't know, I just personally like green onions. I think it gives a nice little crunch, nice little bit of flavor. And I'm also then going to mix in, we'll squeeze in some lime juice just to give that extra acidity and bring a little bit more of the flavor out in the basil. Start plating my turkey, and I have about a cup of brown rice, but you can make this with any kind of rice of your preference. I personally just like brown rice. You can even put it into pasta, whatever you'd like. But when it comes to lunch, I always need to have a carb and a protein and a little bit of veggies. That's just how my balance is for the rest of the day until it's time to go to the gym. Alright, so now that that is cooling off, I have the extra 2 eggs and turkey in this meal prep bowl. I'm just gonna put it in the fridge and save it for tomorrow. In addition to my lunch, I then always try to drink as much water as possible. So I have this giant cup from Starbucks, and I'll probably refill this 4 more times before I head to the gym. So yeah, this is the final product of my bowl. I'm gonna go eat, and I'll see you guys for snack time. It's been a little over an hour since lunch, and this is usually when my sweet cravings start to come in. So what I'll usually do is then just grab some peanut butter and a banana, or maybe I'll do like an apple and banana, and I will just toss that in there. So this is the peanut butter that I use. I don't really I don't really use like almond butter or anything too healthy when it comes to peanut butter, just because I'm trying to gain some muscle. And when you're trying to gain muscle, yogurts, peanut butters, cheese, it's your best friend. And like I said, because I am trying to gain some muscle, I do have to eat a little bit more often than I usually would. So I'll see you guys in an hour for my next snack. So another hour has passed, and it is time for my next snack, which is going to be a drinkable acai bowl. So I get these organic acai puree packets from Trader Joe's. They're really great. One packet is only 80 calories. That's why this is such a great snack. Alright, so acai is defrosted and put into the blender. Now I would usually add a banana to it, but since I already had the banana with peanut butter, we're gonna do some Activia strawberry banana yogurt. This is really great. These are also really good for you. Just scoop that in here. I'm gonna add some more peanut butter, just to get a little bit more of a sweetness. Don't want this to get under my nail. Last but not least, some shaved coconut shreddings, unsweetened, and some chia seeds. Chia seeds have a relatively good protein content, and they have a lot of fiber. I don't really have an exact measurement, I just kind of eyeball it. Same with the coconut. I'm just covered in peanut butter. I would also probably do like a scoop of vanilla protein powder if I had any, but I don't. And then a little bit of unsweetened almond milk, just to make it, you know, liquidy. Bring it all together. Fill it like a little, like halfway. Oh, that's perfect. I don't even need to add any sweetener. Usually I would add like 1 pack of like stevia or Splenda if it's a little bit on the tart side, because acai can be very tart. Cheers. And I'll see you in another hour for my last snack of the day. So now, my very, very last snack of the day before my pre-workout for the gym, which I take 20 minutes before. I'm gonna have a few slices of ham. I don't know what it is about the ham. I just grab like, they're really thin. Yeah, these are thin, so I usually do like 3 or 4. This is like so kind of like unladylike, but then I'll just like grab it and roll it into like a giant thing like that. This one, which one is this? I forgot. This is the Boar's Head Tavern Ham 468. It's so good. So good. I put this ham in everything. Even in my grilled cheeses. I'm gonna grab one more slice because it's that good. I'll put this away. I love this ham. I just love food so much. I just finished up at the gym. That's why I'm all sweaty and gross. But let's go home and make dinner. It is Taco Tuesday, and well, we're gonna do tacos a little unconventionally. So let's go. So the very first thing that I do when I come home from the gym immediately is I have a protein shake. It is the most important thing that you could put inside your body after working out. It's gonna help rebuild your muscles and come back stronger and better than ever. So then my personal favorite flavor is this rich chocolate. It's just, it helps fulfill my chocolate cravings. So it is Taco Tuesday night, but instead of putting everything onto a corn flour tortilla like I would love to do, I'm gonna put everything into a giant baked potato. So let's clean the sucker. Then I'm just gonna grab a paper towel and you make an incision going, oh, it's stuck across the potato. That's gonna help it like air out. And then just stick it in the microwave for like 5 minutes. Now that the potato is all done, what you want to do is grab each side, kind of squish it down the middle so that it opens up like that, and it kind of creates like a little bowl. Ooh, that is hot. Oh, very, very hot. But yeah, so you want to then kind of make a little bowl for yourself. I'm gonna grab some ground beef, and I'm just gonna stick that in there. Let it fall around the sides. And then, you know, you can't really have a taco without some sour cream. So I'm just gonna use some of this, the reduced fat. Not a lot, but just a little bit. Do just a little dollop like that. And some Swiss cheese, just because Swiss cheese is just a little bit higher in protein than any of the other cheeses that you would. Just a little sprinkle like that. And last but not least, a little bit of cilantro, just because we got to pretend like we're having tacos here. But yeah, so this is my play on Healthy Taco Tuesday. Now that I'm done with dinner, I realized that I forgot to also mention that the ground beef was seasoned with taco seasoning. It's from the El Paso. I'm not sure. You can find it at Publix or any other kind of taco seasoning. You just mix it in while you're cooking the ground beef, and then you just add it to your potato, and you just make yourself your little potato taco. I feel great. Like, I don't feel bloated, I don't feel gross, and I'm full, but I'm not like that disgustingly full. So it's a great like alternative if you're really craving tacos. So yeah, like I said earlier, this diet isn't for everyone. This is just what works for me, and if it happens to work for you guys, then you know, all the better. If you have any questions or any kind of tips and tricks that you want to share with me, definitely leave it in the comments down below or send me a DM. I love communicating with you guys and hearing, you know, like what you have to say or any tips and tricks that you want to share. I'm open to any kind of constructive criticism, and I welcome any advice whatsoever. But thank you all so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to give it a big old thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.